I'm Jonathan Cohen, and today's video focuses on tips regarding your initial 30-day license suspension for stunt driving in Ontario that you received at the roadside. So this video will address specifically that 30-day suspension as it relates to the new stunt driving laws in Ontario, the MUMS Act, Moving Ontarians More Safely Act, and we'll focus more on the events before the court process itself. So my firm, nextlaw.ca, we defend over 500 clients each year with stunt driving charges in Ontario. And what that means is that we do more than probably double that in phone calls. So from those phone calls, I've been able to compile this series of tips that I am able to share with you. So the first question that we're always asked is as follows. Is there any way to get my license out of suspension before the 30 days? The short answer is no. The law is very clear that anyone caught stunt driving in Ontario, which means any car over 40 kilometers per hour in a posted zone under 80 kilometers per hour, or any car over 50 kilometers per hour in a posted 80 kilometer per hour zone or higher, will get that automatic 30-day license suspension at the roadside. Even if you were to fight this charge in court at a later date and get the charges withdrawn, there would still be no retroactive help with this 30-day license suspension. The 30-day stunt driving roadside suspension is a pre-court, pre-legal process type of suspension. This means that the power lies wholly within the officer that pulls you over at the roadside, and they are empowered through the use of radar, etc., to make the determination that you were stunt driving. Once they do this, you will have to surrender your license for that 30-day suspension. So the next question is, what happens if I drive before the 30 days is over? Now, this would be a huge mistake because even for an emergency, even though you were suspended for the 30 days for stunt driving, if you drive within this 30-day period, you can then be charged under Section 53(1) of the Highway Traffic Act, which is called driving while suspended. And this charge carries a minimum $1,000 fine and a further 6-month license suspension and up to 6 months in jail. In fact, it would also frustrate your ability to defend your original stunt driving charge or vice versa. So the bottom line is simply don't do it. So the next question is, how can I get my license after the 30 days? Is there a cost? Well, this is what I suggest to all of our clients. 1, call Service Ontario about 3 to 5 days before your 30-day suspension is over. 2, have all of your documentation with you from the original offense. 3, book an appointment or follow their directions to visit your nearest Service Ontario. 4, Service Ontario will give you a temporary license after your 30 days, and you'll get a hard copy of that license back in the mail. 5, there should be no charge for this license reinstatement, as stunt driving is what's called an administrative suspension, which can be thought of more of as an on-hold suspension. Now, can I check the status of my license suspension? The good news is that there's Service Ontario has made a new tool that has been released that you can view at a URL that you can see below or on our website, and this will tell you in real time the status of your license. Always make sure you are out of suspension before you start driving. So the final question is, I'm going to lose my license for another 1 to 3 years because of my stunt driving charge? Well, the answer is absolutely not. I will tell clients that just because you've been charged with stunt driving, it does not mean that you will be convicted of stunt driving. The charge is just the first step in an ongoing legal process. So now it would be time to get some legal advice and proceed very carefully. So while stunt driving, it may seem on the surface like a traffic charge that many people may not take that seriously, think more about how you would function on a day-to-day basis if your license was suspended and you could not drive for a minimum of a year. You run the real risk of losing your job, not being able to get job interviews, not being able to take care of your family, not being able to use your car for emergencies, and a host of other reasons. And that's how serious this charge can be if it's not dealt with properly. So understand that this is not a video to necessarily get your business. It's a video to get you to reach out and get free legal advice and make that decision for yourself, because a proper law firm that specializes in stunt driving may have a strategy and a legal course of action that could actually prevent this 1 to 3 year license suspension. And best of all, this call is free. So you can scroll down below or on our website, you can book a free meeting with Dan Joffe or myself, John Cohen. There is no obligation, but the call itself could change everything.